Can history show us possible outcomes of rates to come? In this last video of the Part 5 series with Michael Mullis from The Mortgage Teacher, we show you right in front of your eyes the history of variable and fixed rates, what can affect that, and how the mortgage teacher positions their clients to create long-lasting relationships to get them out of debt faster. Yeah, I would love to share with people basically what, and we've done it through this whole video, but your kind of elevator speech of what the mortgage teacher offers their clients, and then how they can reach you. Yeah.
So for example, interest rates, I show everyone this, and this is what we do at Mortgage Teacher. This is the Bank of Canada 5-year bond. Now, what I mean by that, earlier in the program, I talked about fixed versus variable, oranges and apples. And all the rate announcements going up are variable, variable, variable. These are fixed rates. So if this graph is going up, then TD, RBC, they're all going to email me saying our rates are going up. If the rates are going down, they're going to email that rates are going down. So if the news, all we're hearing is that rates are going up, are they? Look at the 5-year fixed. It's actually been coming down as of the last 2 weeks. If we zoom out, and here's what you pay attention. See November 1st? Yeah. Now it was going up from November 1st to the 7th, and then has come down. If we zoom out a little longer, here's back in September. This is when we really started hearing of rates going up. So rates went up. They had an announcement throughout October that rates were going up. Then on October 26th, it was all over the news that rates were going up yet again. But then look what rates did October 25th, 6th, and 7th, the 5-year. So that's the mix with the media. And that's where we have to be careful, because the variable is saying that rates are going up, but meanwhile, naturally during the day, the fixed rates go down. So this leaves us that we might start seeing some fixed bonuses. We have a special on the 5-year fix. So we might see, instead of 5.7, we might start to see 5.3 again. And so this is what I do as a broker owner, and watch the bond market. Exciting, up and down all the time, but see how much it changes. And I always like to show history. This is very interesting. Let's take a quick little segment on history. I don't mind that, because we always talk about what are the rates going to do. Well, let's go all the way back to 2013, 14, and famously 2015. And this is what I alluded to a while ago when I talked about, earlier in the program, I talked about how rates have gone up and down and you got to catch the right time. Watch this. Canada has never, ever, ever seen a locked in rate, 5 years, under 3% until January 2015. And we finally started to see 2.99, 2.7, 2.6. You could lock in for 2.4% on a 5-year fix. That was a great time. Look at this. Oh, we have, things are so cheap. 2015 and 16, things were doing quite well. And then along come the rates. They started going up and they went up fast. I'll just throw this in here. Why, when, I don't know, but politically talking, this is November 8th. Coincidence? That was when Donald Trump was elected. Yeah. That is the week of the US election. Right here it was November 8, 2016. Up go the rates. Now you lost the 2.99. People had to lock in at 3.2. Then people had to lock in at 3.4. 5-year fix, you might have dealt with Mortgage Teacher and said, I don't like those guys. They locked me in at 3.95. I can't help it. That's when you lock in. Okay. Now rates keep going down throughout 2019. And that's an interesting time, because that's when rates started to go up. Or sorry, house prices. Your house for 260 and sells for 290. Okay. Yeah. And that's when that market started to happen. And along comes 2020 and 21. That's the best time ever. Well, that's 5 years after this. Look at these spoiled brats. They missed a mountain. So if you locked in at this time, awesome. Because 5 years later after 2020, 2025, the next election. So is this the mountain? Look at, do you want to be locking in at this time, or rates come down, up, down? And that's what we've seen every 5 years. And that's why a lot of people are predicting a decrease over here.
Yeah. And I think it can, what I've heard from other agents too, it can correlate with the bank's end year, which I think was October, correct? And then moving into spring, when the, trying to get new business, and the market comes, from my side, comes back up as well. So yeah, there's a lot of data in those graphs that's really helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing, because I mean, a lot of buyers are probably going to be watching this, obviously. So like you mentioned throughout this, is you can't be more prepared. You can't be more educated. And at the end of the day, you're going to deal with someone you like. Relationship matters. That's what I always coach. So this is a friendship. This is a relationship, because in 5 years, if you want to sell and buy, or if you want to refinance to go pay for the renovation, or if you want to buy a place for college to send your kids to help create a tax deduction and your kid benefit, like there's all kinds of things we kind of coach along the way, right into that vacation home up towards the lake that we're calling you, Megan, right? So it ends up being a lifelong sort of relationship that way. So that's one thing I want to throw out. And as far as the pitch on what we do differently, like I said, we deal with everyone. It's no cost. So you want to sit down and go through all of the numbers to make sure they fly. We go through individual FICO algorithm reports. So not this, how's my credit score? People don't even know what their credit score is like. And the algorithm on how it works has just changed yet again. So it's worth, we sit down for about 15 minutes and teach you to make sure your score is going to keep going up. So while you, Megan, are out showing them houses, their score didn't go down. So by the time they buy the house and move in, how many times we had the bank say, oh, sorry, got to change our plan now. We avoid those things. So it's all about prevention. And then, like we mentioned before, budget. Number one, here's what we want to pay mortgage teacher. How should the market apply to us? And what should we do? Not what's the best rate you can get me and how low can we get the payment, because you're just setting the bar low. So these are the things that you want to go through. So we collect data from you to make sure that information is accurate. Have a video meeting like we are right now. And then I'd say about 40 minutes of us kind of going through your file. So then you leave knowing everything, like every 10,000 up and down is $50 a month. And that way you got the green light to say, yes, you are cleared to go buy. As long as you buy for under 520, everything should fall into place, and we show them. That's why we're doing the vision. Yeah. And we show them. And after that, that's it. Then they build a relationship with their lawyer, because that's who they should. Once they build a relationship with you, they find the house, you bought them the beautiful sunset. Then we set up the paperwork to send to the lawyer. We reach out and connect with the lawyer. So it's a whole circle of relationship right through the process. And that's what we do. And it's all, like I said, for free. And that's why it's become such a heartfelt, as you read the reviews, when you look up mortgage teacher, it becomes a tight relationship. And that's why, it matters. And and I'll just throw this in there on how things have changed, just so you understand. If you get a vehicle loan, in the 90s, went into my home branch and asked them for a vehicle loan. No one ever does anymore. You go into a car dealership, they lay out 5 loans, and you'll sign on this BMO loan, no problem, out of my TD account. Yeah. That's what mortgages has now become too. Don't take it from the person selling it to you. Take it from an unbiased situation, and then you might still get that mortgage at your lending institution. But to be honest with you, the bank advice is just for banking now. And even then you can do that online.
Yeah, for sure. No, I agree. Like I say to people, like I just do it ease of use. Like real estate can be stressful. Partnering with someone that you get along with, I always say to people, if you don't like working with me, I don't want to pursue that either, because I want there to be like a trust between me and you. And then, Michael and I and the lawyer trust that I did everything on my part from the legality part side too. So no, I totally agree. It's all about creating relationships to create less stress for the client at the end of the day. How can they reach you, or what's the best option for them to get a hold of you?
Absolutely. I mean, right now that's up to our team. Google mortgage teacher. You should be able to find us. We have, downtown London office to help out London and surrounding area. We have the Grand Bend office to north and Huron area. And then south or west side, we have Dorchester, right close to the 401. So we kind of want to help everyone out in all areas. So look us up that way. Social media for sure. I'm sure you'll put out here, but Instagram, Facebook, those are the 2 that I use the most. We have contests. We're always going through FM 96, Country 104, and we have a show on Global News, AM 980 on Saturday mornings too. So those are the big platforms. Those are who we help and we work with here in the city of London and surrounding area. So please let Google do its natural path. Look up mortgage teacher, and I'm Michael, and thank you very much.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you. This has been great. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay, Mags, reach out anytime.
Yeah, have a good one. Bye.
You too. Cheers.
If you have just tuned into this video or all of them, thank you so much. And I hope this was a great breakdown into helping you gain more knowledge about your home ownership journey from the real estate and financial aspects. If you're looking for more information on talking to a mortgage broker, you can find the mortgage teacher in my contact information below. Thanks again, and I look forward to providing you many more educational videos well into 2023. See you soon.